Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Strange Skull here, back with another movie review, and this time I have a special guest along.
Spaceman is back, baby, with my boy, Strange Skull. Pay attention.
Back at it again. Now, we just got done seeing Dune Part 2. 3 hours, I guess... Do we start with non-spoiler right now?
3 hours, I guess, if you count the 20 minutes of fucking diversity training before we even get to the trailers, before the movie.
I guess we'll just get this out. We're not going into spoilers yet. I'll let you guys know when we go into spoilers, but right now, I'll just say this. Not the best theater experience I've had. We had to be sitting next to fucking people, and I had to see the fucking guy the woman was sitting next to me, his wife, and I had to see him every 5 fucking seconds reaching over trying to finger her the whole fucking time.
Man, keep that shit at home. I don't want to smell some old broad's cooter.
And it's the same asshole, too, who kept trying to, start, a clapping. It's like, motherfucker.
What the fuck is that about?
None of the people who made the movie are in this fucking theater in bumfuck PA. Who the fuck are you clapping for, dickhead?
It's not fucking opera here. It's a fucking movie, or whatever they're calling it these days. I don't know.
And again, too, we saw no good previews. Fucking nothing but commercials, but...
all the diversity shit. They can't keep that shit out for a minute.
Yeah. And again, too, I'm tired of just seeing... I'm tired when I go to a movie. I want to see a movie. I want to see fucking commercials.
Yeah, it seems like it gets... the movie starts at 12, and you're in there at 12. The lights need to go out and play the fucking movie.
I don't think this movie started until, almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. At least a quarter of.
Yeah. Now, I guess we'll get into, okay, if you guys didn't see, this is the sequel to Denis Villeneuve's Dune movie. I wouldn't say it's really a sequel. This is more if you literally put them together, it's almost one seamless movie. But it's just telling the second half of the story, which is Paul gathering the Fremen to fight the Harkonnens and get revenge on the Emperor, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it was just kind of stretched out.
Yeah. And again, too, the whole basis of the Dune story is don't trust charismatic figures. That was the point of the book. I don't think they kind of hit this in the movie.
I don't think it hit the marker like we expected it to. I mean, if you've seen the 84 original, not the best, but it wasn't too bad. But it kind of rushed everything along, which the visuals in this movie is really what's got going for it.
The one thing, though, I will give the original version of Dune is at least they try to explain the passage of time. In the book, it's 2 years after the events of the first movie when the Atreides get killed. It's a 2-year jump. This movie, I think it's 6 months. I guess let's say what we liked about the movie. I actually think I like the design. I like the designs of the ships.
Yeah, definitely.
The costumes were awesome. I like that they gave the Harkonnens had their own language. The Fremen have their own language. And you didn't really hear the Sardaukar talk much in this movie, but they have their own language too. Which I kind of hated that. It's the first movie, they built up the Sardaukar as fucking scary as shit. And in this movie, you hardly saw them.
And it's not really much of a spoiler alert. I mean, you can even Google this. But what I liked about this movie, besides the visual look to it, because it reminds me of Blade Runner 2049, which made by the same guy.
Which was a shit movie.
Yeah. You can tell. What I liked about this movie is fucking Christopher Walken was in it.
But he didn't do much, though.
No, he's an old guy, though. You can't,
But at least he's not like Robert De Niro, where he sounds like a shaky old man.
Right.
Walken actually still has, you could actually see, I could see this guy being an emperor. He's got that, he gives, the kind of cross-eyed looks he gives people.
That dead stare. Like when he was the Headless Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
He has that kind of look.
Now, I'll just say this too. Neither one of us have read any of the Dune books.
I don't read books, man.
I've read like the Wikipedias about this, so I have a sort of
Build
knowledge
up of
about
information, what's going on.
Yeah, because they did change things, but we'll get to that in the spoiler. I think the guy who plays Paul Atreides, I think his name's Timothy Chalamet.
Willy Wonka.
He did pretty good in this movie. He was a little bit more tougher than he was in the first one, where I felt he was a bit of a waif.
Definitely.
But I agree with a lot of people. The standout in this movie is Austin Butler as Thade Rafa. He was fucking awesome in this.
Yeah, definitely. Sting was a pussy compared to this guy.
Yeah, and there was a lot more homoerotic stuff going on in that original movie.
God, I fucking hate modern movies, man. It's like, look, man, I'm not a homophobe.
I'm talking about the original, you dumb fuck.
Well, Sting stepped out in that leather diaper.
Yeah, and fucking his uncle's
we don't get no leather diapers here. No leather diapers.
But I will say, though, there were 2 sort of sex scenes in the movie, but we saw nothing.
Yeah, that's the problem with modern movies, man.
Yeah.
They're afraid to let a titty slip out. It's got to be like, I don't know, male nudity or something, which really you don't see too much of anything.
Well, you do have to see Baron Harkonnen's ass, though. Remember when he's yelling at Batista in that one scene?
Now remember, I took a piss break because this movie was going to be a long haul.
That was like near the beginning, and so he's yelling at him, and he's getting in his fucking oil bath.
Yeah, a 10W40. They gave him a 10W40 bath. I don't want to see that kind of
just like another kind of weird fucking thing. Okay, the Harkonnens are like these pale skinned guys, but yet they're walking around on Dune, and it's like a sunny place. Like, wouldn't they just like get flash fried for fucking sunburn?
You would think, or some kind of blindness or something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Before we get into spoilers, what would you kind of rate this?
For the spoilers or for the whole movie?
For the whole movie, then we'll go into spoilers.
From 1 to 5, I'm going to go with a 3. I gave the first one a pretty shitty review. I'm going to kind of stand with that, but I think this one kind of stepped it up just a little bit, but it's still like it falls short in a couple of places, and I think that hurts that. Although, Willy Wonka Chalamet, Timmy Chalamet. He does do a lot better in this movie. I mean, there's a little bit more action in this movie than the first one. It's kind of hard to, it's kind of like you're watching the Justice League and then you're watching Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh God, that put me to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd give this.
Them chairs didn't help, man. They make them things like a Craftmatic adjustable
I'll
bed.
give this movie. I liked the first one more. I'll give this one. Since it's 1 out of 5. I'll give this like a 3.5 maybe, and that's mostly due to the effects and just it actually looks like there's no wonky shit in the movie.
No.
Not like the fucking Flash or any of these other big budget movies. Again, for as good as this movie looks, it's not even half the fucking budget of like the Flash. The movie was only $190 million. Whereas like the Flash, Justice League, and all these other ones spent $500 million and you still got rubbery looking shit.
Oh yeah, you could just see the CGI was really bad, but in this one, man, the CGI is nice. It's crisp.
Like you believe like some of those fucking spaceships are there.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, okay.
That's important.
Now, for all of you who didn't see this, I still recommend going to see it. It's a good movie, but again, 3 hours, so you got to be prepared for that. Now we're going into spoilers. 3, 2, 1. We're into spoilers. Now, all right. I felt like they shortened it's like they had 3 hours They were going fast in the beginning. It's like they were stretching this shit out, and then it seems like when we got to near the end point, they were rushing through this shit. Like, and again, too, they cut a lot of stuff out from the book that would have made more fucking sense in this.
I think personally, a lot of people that have read the Dune books, they may be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, from what I've heard online, a lot of people are pissed off because, like, well, let's just fucking get right to it. The relationship between Paul and Shoddy, it just, to me, it don't fit. And this is why it's like it should have been 2 years.
Yeah, it's like there's no chemistry. I didn't really feel much chemistry between these two characters.
And again, too, it's supposed to be star-crossed romance, that these two are soulmates. I don't fucking get that because I feel like there are too many modern isms in this. Like, and also, I kind of have to say, they shouldn't have cast Zendaya. They should have got someone else. Because she doesn't look like, oh, you're this exotic woman from another planet. She looks like a bratty teenager from California.
Yeah, like, and it has nothing to do with the actress. It has everything to do with the character. I think they casted the wrong person for that role. She just doesn't fit. She fits more as MJ in Spider-Man.
Or,
maybe
like,
I'm just used to that, I guess.
She's more like, she can't play. And again, too, this is just with modern actors. They only know how to play what's going on at the moment. There are very few of them that can play out-of-worldly stuff like in a fucking Shakespeare play. Or,
like, I think what he's trying to hint to is that, like, the actress doesn't really come off with any kind of romance. She comes off more as a fighter warrior woman, because that's more or less what we're getting in any movie we watch these days, where the women have to be tough. They have to be. And when that's okay, if that's the kind of movie you're making, but if this woman has to show, a soft side to her, she never shows it in here. And you need that to make these characters believable when for a romance. It's like she's just waiting to get her warrior shit on, and go and fight. And that's
she's always got this bitchy, pouty teenager look on her fucking face.
Yeah. She still thinks she's in Spider-Man or something.
And again, this is why they changed it from the book, because in the book, she totally believes in Paul. She's going with it because she truly believes in him. In this, for some reason, they make her the contrarian. She's the only one who doesn't believe this. And again, that's fucking not how the story goes.
Well, it's like when Paul kills or is gonna fight that Fade dude. He just keeps looking back at her, and she's just giving him that wicked looking look, like, like she just doesn't care. Because it's like, well, this whole relationship romance thing is dead. To me, it's not as believable as the original '84 Dune was. I mean, there was that Sean Young? Yeah, she looked pretty damn good in that movie. But
I believe those two were fucking star-crossed lovers in that fucking. Granted, I hate.
Absolutely.
Let's just get this out of the way. I don't like the fucking original Dune movie. It's too fucking weird. I don't like David Lynch fucking films. I think he's a little too fucking out there. But at least in that fucking movie, I believe those two were like a couple.
And that's how you got to do it.
The thing is, too, on the other side of this, Timothée Chalamet, I thought, was doing a good job of portraying that he cared about her. Zendaya is the one where it's just like, bitch, do you have an emotion?
Yeah, it's kind of like Captain America trying to fancy over Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That it's just no smiling, no passionate talk between them. There's nothing. It's like Chalamet is talking to a mannequin.
Pretty much. And it's like, the Lady Jessica parts were a little weird to me. And, like,
You mean Paul's mom?
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
Atreides' mother, Lady Jessica, her parts with her becoming the Reverend Mother, and again too, they kept it where this is where the time change kind of fucked with this, because Lady Jessica takes this stuff they get from the sandworms. It's the water of life. It's like a poison, so she can become the new Reverend Mother for the Fremen. Well, she's pregnant. And when she drinks this stuff, it awakens her child's consciousness so she can fucking talk to her. And then in the Dune universe, this is considered an abomination. They never hint that in the fucking movie. You only hear the Reverend Mother say, the one who's with the Emperor, she says abomination. She's not talking about Paul Atreides. She's talking about Lady Jessica and her daughter being awakened. Now, in the David Lynch movie, they explain that. In this fucking movie, you're just supposed to figure that out yourself. I already knew that because it's like,
we knew this because of the 84
movie and the stuff I've read about the book.
Now, a major spoiler, that Paul finds out that him and his mother are Harkonnens, and that he's the cousin of Fade.
Yeah.
Which, like, what the hell's with that, man?
Well, again, the whole plot
it kind of just takes the value of that character, Paul Atreides. It just kind of just dumps him in the toilet.
Well, that's the whole
he's just
point.
A Harkonnen.
It's stupid. It's like, you're not a Harkonnen. You're both. Because originally, Lady Jessica was supposed to have a daughter, and that daughter was supposed to marry Thade Rafa, and then they take over whatever the fuck they call their thing. It's the Lane Strat or some. Pretty much take over the galaxy. Because they'd usurp House Carino, which is the Emperor. Ugh. But on that, like, they changed, like, lore stuff, but, again, like, I did like, Javier Bardem's character, Stilgar. He was good.
He was good.
He was fucking believable.
His performance was, and it's usually just spot on.
Yeah, he was really good in this, and, damn it up.
You know, I just thought of something. Javier Bardem and, Josh Brolin, they were in that No Country for Old Men. Remember, he was the hitman.
Yeah, that's right. He was Anton Chigurh.
So Stilgar and Gurney Halleck, they cross paths again in another galaxy.
Yeah, and this time they're not killing each other.
No.
I kind of thought Josh Brolin was like, I think they kind of minimized Gurney's influence in the movie.
Yeah, which was kind of sad because I really liked that performance he did. He's like the kind of character you like to see a little bit more, but they just kind of limit his screen time.
I did like him in the first movie, though.
Yeah.
He was good in that. Batista, though, as Beast Raban. They kind of bitched him out in this movie. It was funny though.
I was waiting to see him get beheaded, man.
I was disappointed in that too, because Gurney Halleck is building up that Beast Raban killed his family, and they get to the part here at the end, and they're like building up where they're gonna fight, and it's literally over in 2 seconds.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on that, man.
Yeah, it's like I was
expecting that fucking.
Yeah, I was expecting like a big badass fight, but literally he kills him in like 2 moves and stabs him in the fucking neck.
Yeah,
at least
like that's it, man. You build us up for all of this, and then you just jab the guy in the neck, and he's done.
Nah, at least the Thade Rafa and Paul's fight at the end was really fucking good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Way better than the original.
Yeah, no weird, his name is a killing word or bullshit.
She's a pet? A pet, perhaps? Yeah. It's like, and then they're hitting them fucking drums. It's like, is this supposed to be a rock video? I mean, I know I get it's Sting, but yeah.
Oh, God.
You got the Drummer Boys for the final fight. Drummer Boys, so we got Paul Atreides versus Fade. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. It makes sense. That was just stupid. But the fight here, it kind of just felt like these two guys were real. It felt more real than the relationship between Paul and Shawnee.
Yeah, because it's like, it wasn't like a foregone conclusion. Granted, it's like, Paul's going to win, but they did make it where Paul gets stabbed the fuck out of.
He gets stabbed twice.
Yeah, he gets it in the kind of the side, and then he gets it in the fucking shoulder, too.
Well, he lets himself get stabbed in the shoulder so he could use his Kristen knife that's stuck in him and then kill him.
Yeah, I thought that was cool as shit.
I'm glad they eliminated that whole voice thing where it cracks the guy's body open.
Yeah, they made that up for the movie. That's not in the story.
Gotcha. The voice weapons.
Yeah, they were...
that was just kind of
the thing I just have to laugh at, this isn't the movie's fault. This is the idiot that I was talking about earlier, sitting like 2 seats beside me, who's fucking clapping. Okay, at the end, the other houses don't accept Paul as the emperor, and he's like, the Fremen are like, well, what do you want us to do? He's like, go seek paradise. So that begins the fucking holy war, the jihad across the galaxy. This fucking moron down from is like cheering about it. It's like, you do realize they're off to just start killing people, right? They're not just killing soldiers. They're literally going to be going to the other planets and just attacking
just
people.
Slaughtering innocent people, right? You're clapping like
and it's like, oh yeah, Paul, that's cool. It's like,
fucking hey, Paul, fucking hey.
It's like, it's like, wow, these really are fucking morons here. But it's like the other thing too. It's just like everyone I've heard review this movie keeps comparing this to Star Wars. All I keep fucking hearing is,
I don't get no Star Wars.
Oh, George Lucas copied from Dune. I could see everything he copied from. It's like, what, Tatooine? See, that's the thing I get.
If it takes place in the desert, you're copying Dune because Dune has the desert.
This is what I don't fucking get. It's all these OT fans that want to fucking shit on this, where it's like, fucking Tatooine is not the center of the goddamn galaxy in Star Wars.
No, Arrakis is.
In Dune, Arrakis is because they fucking want the spice to fucking fly through the galaxy.
I mean, you didn't see Luke Skywalker sniffing the fucking sand.
And everyone keeps comparing Paul Atreides to Anakin Skywalker. There's fucking nothing to compare them except saying that they're the chosen one.
They're a complete opposite.
Again, it's just like, I just think people like taking pot shots at George Lucas for some fucking reason.
Well, I guess they blame him for Disney shit.
It ain't George's fault, it's fucking Disney's fault. And also, all you original trilogy fans, I fucking blame you all and a curse upon all your fucking houses.
You know, what I really enjoyed about this movie, dude, was hanging out with you, man. I had fun.
Yeah.
We got to do this a lot more. It's just they need to make a lot more good movies.
Yeah.
I think the last time, dude, be honest, when I saw a movie, I think it was the fucking Godzilla King of the Monsters. And it was like a 2.5 hour fucking lecture about global warming or something. So they just have giant monsters kill everybody to cleanse the earth of human scum.
The movie before this that I watched was Godzilla -1, and that was fucking awesome.
Damn, man, I want to see that. The guy, it's a guy in a rubber suit. They brought that shit back.
It wasn't in a suit, dude. He was CGI'd. But it was from a dude who knew what he was doing and took the time. It was fucking awesome.
You mean they lied about that?
It wasn't a suit. Maybe they used motion capture, but it was CGI'd the whole time. But it looked fucking real. Especially when they're that boat scene, but yeah. I mean, the only other movie I think coming up good that's going to be good is the the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare with Henry Cavill. That looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to see that.
Is that supposed to be like a ripoff of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
It's it's the beginning of the SAS. Because you actually look at the picture of the guy Henry Cavill's playing, they almost look alike. And that's the same organization that Christopher Lee was in. And the commanding officer who was like, that they had to report to was Ian Fleming. So, and really what those guys did in World War II is what inspired Ian Fleming to write James Bond.
Oh, okay.
Because he never got to do that in World War II. He was always a desk guy. Even though he was a commander in the Navy, he was always behind a desk in Navy headquarters.
But him being behind the desk allow him to really become an artist
and create a cultural icon.
Absolutely.
Now, again, I like the first Dune movie. I'm not just trying to shit on Dune or Dune fans. I think they like this movie, but it definitely, even though they didn't know they were doing a third one, they set it up because, what's her name? Anna Taylor-Joy. Paul has like a vision when he drinks the water of life shit.
The blue juice.
Yeah, the blue worm juice. Ugh. And he has a vision of his sister grown up, and it's Anna Taylor-Joy. So, and the thing is, because how successful this movie's doing, they are starting production on the third one, which will be Dune Messiah.
I'll bring a pillow for that one.
And that's where I think we might run into problems, because that's where I fear this creeping of SJW politics might overtake the story.
Oh, you know it is, man. Shawnee went off to the desert like, goddamn Paul, fucking white. Dude.
Yeah, and the ending of this movie sucked. Where Paul has to marry the Emperor's daughter to assume the throne.
Leia Sado.
No, it's Florence Pugh is the Emperor's daughter.
Christopher Walken's daughter?
Yeah, it was Florence Pugh. The girl you're thinking of was just another Benny
You know what?
Gesserit.
You're right. That was the one that Fade.
Date rape.
Fade. You got that, man.
He didn't fuck her. She fucked him. She date raped his ass.
Oh man, a hard-coded.
Yeah,
a hard-coded got raped.
Who knew? Lee Ermey was right. All women want is your man juice.
Oh shit, I miss Lee Ermey, man.
Oh,
he would have been awesome in this. Pick up your fucking knife, scumbag. What do you suck dick? I bet you suck balls through a fucking garden hose, don't you? I'm gonna keep my eye on you, scumbag.
But anyway, like the end again. Paul's just marrying the daughter. It's a political marriage. He's not gonna fuck her, and that's the thing is too. This is why, again, too. It kind of like fucks the character of Chadi up. Because it makes her stupid. Paul, before all this, tells her, I love you, no matter what. Until the day I die, I love you.
Well, he was really struggling to say that line. He was like, man, hey, can we say cut? Can we cut? All right, I think she's going to punch me now.
It's like, do I really have to say it's this fucking goblin monster here? But it's like, he does this, he's going to marry her, and it's like, and Chadi, she just fucking, like, and this is where I blame Zendaya. She storms out of there like a pouty teenager, and it's like she's crawling, she's summoning the worm. And,
yeah, like she caught Paul dancing with another girl at the high school prom, and she storms out like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like, I'm surprised she wasn't like, stupid.
At least in the original, she was concerned for Paul when he got knocked down.
But again, too, they took out a very crucial point of their character.
Right.
Though with 2 years, Paul and Chadi had a kid. And the Beast Raban kills their son, Leto the Second. Why did you cut that out of the movie? That would give more. It's like that would have been given more for those two actors to like do, and would have been better for the story, and also show Batista being a more savage motherfucker than just killing his own guys. And
man, they build up Raban, but they don't. They make him out to be more of a wuss.
Yeah, he's a pussy.
He's a failure. You give him a job, he just fucks it all up.
Yeah, the first time they have like a big battle, he runs away like a pussy.
Yeah, he's just like more of a comedic screw up.
Yeah, it's like in the first movie, he was kind of threatening, and they were showing him cutting guys' heads off and shit.
Yeah.
And in this movie, he's like, I don't know. I go fight the Fremen.
It's like, hey, Drax, let's see a little bit more Drax in here. And I don't know, man. He's got to work it out, man. Oh, God, have to work it out. He's dead.
Well, and have you seen what he looks like now? He's like, looks like an old man now.
Oh yeah, man.
I guess he had to get off the steroids.
In the vaccines. or whatever the hell that guy's swallowing.
And this motherfucker still thinks he can play Bane.
Oh my god. Who?
Batista.
Batista?
Yeah.
Over Hardy? I don't think so.
Actually, I'd take neither of them. Because they'd both be shit as Bane.
What about the dudes like Bomb?
At least he looked like fucking Bane.
Yeah, he looked like Bane.
See, I'm surprised the SJWs has never gone after Christopher Nolan for that, because Bane's Hispanic, and they've always cast white dudes to be fucking Bane.
Well, they're gonna go after him now.
I hope so. I don't like Christopher Nolan. His fucking movies are too long and boring.
They're hard to stay awake, man. Well, I don't know why these movies got to be 3 hours, man.
I don't mind it if the story's good. And this one, it was testing my patience. But again, it could have been the fact of the two fucking assholes I was sitting next to trying to fucking finger bang the whole time. It's like, you're fucking 50 years old. Go outside and do that. It's like,
hey, take your whore and go out and dip in the clam chowder out in the parking lot, huh? Like, we don't want that shit going.
Oh, genocide. Galactic genocide. Yay.
Hey, you want to dip chips? Then go the hell home. Honestly, for me, man, this movie is a movie, if you're going to watch it, if you haven't seen it yet, I just wait till it comes on Netflix or something. Which it will in a couple months.
It's a good movie, but I don't get where, and again, I'll fucking say this. I love the FNT guys and Chris Gore on Film Threat, but I think they're kind of blowing this movie up where, it's a cinematic achievement. It's like, the effects on it are good, but this is a movie I'm like, oh my God, you got to run out and fucking see this right now. It's good, but I would actually like to see this movie just cut together with the first one. It might flow a fuck lot better.
Listen to a couple of real guys who go out to watch the movies and not movie critics who are getting paid with YouTube money. We'll tell you the truth about the movie.
Well, see, Chris Gore is a good dude, but he's a film geek, so a fucking film about a dude holding a camera black and white to a fucking fruit sitting on a fucking stool somehow is this fucking message on economics. You need to watch like all these fucking movies where it's just a guy holding a fucking camera at a wall and somebody's like, it's art. I'm sorry, movies to me aren't fucking art. They're supposed to be entertainment.
They could have been art, but they fucked that all up.
And again, they're the ones too. Again, I love the FNT guys. I like Nerdrotic, but they all just love shitting on Star Wars now. And not just the Disney ones. They're taking shots at the OT and the prequels. Like, now all of a sudden, the only OT movies that are good are the first one and Empire, and apparently Return of the Jedi is a steaming pile of shit. Yeah, I don't get where this...
The puppets from Return of the Jedi.
Oh, the fucking teddy bears. It should have been a more hardcore ending. It's like...
I noticed something in Return of the Jedi. They never used the term Ewoks. Isn't that weird?
Really?
Yeah, I had to play the whole thing when they get to Endor back like a couple of times. But not once, man, do they ever mention Ewoks.
You sure C-3PO doesn't call them Ewoks?
No. Huh. Nobody calls them Ewoks. Ain't that weird? Like what was that, 35 some years after Return of the Jedi? Yeah. And I just catch on to that, man.
Well, again, I have to get this out of me. Everyone bitches about Return of the Jedi. Like, it's a teddy bear. Why didn't it have this more hardcore ending? It's like, because of Gary Kurtz. Gary Kurtz fucked up The Empire Strikes Back, making it go over budget to where George... Because all the banks they took loans from, because Empire went so over budget, they got scared, wanted to call back the loans. So George couldn't pay it because he put everything into this, had to go groveling to 20th Century Fox for them to pick up the bill, and he had to sell the fucking rights to them, which he didn't want to do. And then what happened after Empire came out? Directors Guild fined him for Irvin Kershner. Writers Guild fined him for not having the credits at the beginning of the movie. For what else they fucking fined him for, he had to pay all that because 20th Century Fox weren't going to pick up the bill. So that's why Indy went to Paramount and why Gary Kurtz was shown the fucking door. Because again, I hate all these. Well, I'm Gary Kurtz, and I think Star Wars should have a more bittersweet ending. It was gonna have. It's like, yeah, your ideas went out the fucking door because you're a retard. And that's it's like, to me, Return of the Jedi ended the way it did because George was burned out. He got fucked over by the film industry. People he thought were his friends fucked him over. So he just wanted it over with.
I miss directors like George Lucas, man. You don't get that kind of creativity anymore.
And again, too, everyone wants to shit talk Return of the Jedi. What's wrong with it?
I liked it. I mean, here you got a black man who's a hero. He flies into the fucking Death Star.
And again, too,
and blows this shit up.
There are so many good moments in Return of the Jedi. The bridge scene with Luke and Vader talking to each other.
Right.
A dude in a metal fucking mask is exuding, like you could tell it's just tearing him up inside.
I mean, you needed something powerful to deliver in Return of the Jedi when Empire ends with Luke, I am your father. And boom, and he goes off to confront it. I thought that was handled nicely. I mean, maybe the acting wasn't fucking Opry level material, but it wasn't bad. And him confronting the Emperor, I mean, there ain't no way you could get me out of that fucking chair to watch.
Everyone wanted to try and say
it's to watch this shit.
Everyone keeps saying it's a remake of A New Hope. Why? Because the fucking Death Star's there. The whole point is it's a trap to get them there.
I'll tell you what's the remake of A New Hope, and that is The Force Awakens. Holy shit. We're just going to do everything like they did in New Hope. We're just going to take out Luke and put in a woman who doesn't need no Jedi training, does exactly, here's R2-D2, I mean BB-8. Hey, we're going to take off and leave Tatooine, I mean Jakku, by the Millennium Falcon, just like the original movie.
Wait a minute, is Jakku a ripoff of Dune? I mean, it's a desert planet.
It has to be. It has to be. We got Fremen riding fucking dogs in that fucking movie.
Again, just fucking just like sci-fi and shit's just fucked.
It is.
Everyone wants to keep saying like, oh, Dune, this is going to be the new sci-fi. It's answering so many questions. It's like, no, it didn't. It was good, but
it ain't answering no questions, man. It might have you leaving with more questions.
Yeah.
But as far as answering questions, no.
But again, I will admit, though, this theater was like the most packed theater I've seen in a while. I haven't seen a theater this packed since when the Marvel movies were good.
Yeah, what the hell? With the Rise of Skywalker? Ain't nobody was in that movie, man. I felt fucking violated. I felt like, holy shit, man.
Christ, remember when we went and saw Solo? There was like us and like 3 other fucking people in that theater.
Oh yeah, I recorded that shit too on my old channel before YouTube took it down.
And then remember, like the next week, that's when Deadpool came out and the theater was full.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's another movie we got to hope for. I'm hoping Deadpool 3's good. I want Hugh Jackman to have a good performance as Wolverine in the costume.
Yeah, I didn't care for that Child's Play reboot, man. But I'll tell you what makes a better Child's Play reboot, and that's that Megan. That was exactly what I wanted when I saw Child's Play 2. Because when you give Chucky a whole new animatronic body, and you give him an arc reactor battery, and then just try to pass it off like this is a toy that you're going to find at a discount store. No, this is weapons grade technology. Like, you can't stick to the original story because that won't work, and that proved that. You know, we just got a storm in this movie because, well, the original one had it. It's like, no, that storm was the bridge for the soul to travel into another body.
God, I can't remember anything from that movie.
With Megan, they totally changed the story's dynamics. Now you had a robotics engineer who designed this AI robot friend for her niece, I think, because her parents were killed in a car crash, and the girl was starting to freeze up and she didn't want to talk to nobody. And then, they bring in Megan, and Megan just creeps you the fuck out. And that movie, it wasn't the best acting performances, but it was pretty goddamn good. And that's what I want to see for a reboot. See that? You can switch Chucky from a boy to a girl, and that thing kicked ass. That's the way you do a reboot. But yeah. So I hope this is the last Dune shit that they do, like in my lifetime.
Nah, you're getting, like I said, you're getting the third movie.
Well, I mean, it's continuing with this Dune, not like a whole new Dune reboot. And I feel like, just like you said, man, they're gonna go full woke on this.
Yeah, because like there's too much with like Paul's sister, his daughter, and then his son.
It's gonna be a woman king movie.
Because I just gotta say, I don't like the actress that plays his mother. She's always like a bitch in movies.
No, Rebecca Ferguson?
Yeah, she kind of annoys the shit out of me. And again, I don't even like her in the Mission Impossible movies. And yeah, did you see that last Mission Impossible one, Dead Reckoning?
Dude, that was
that bad. Dude, I fell asleep during it, and I was in the theater.
That was a disappointment.
I blacked out twice, and I was like, oh my god, this movie's fucking boring.
And just in that movie, Mission Impossible, and this Dune movie, it seems like the women are trying to overshadow with their performances over that Tim Chalamet guy. Yeah. It's kind of like they're trying to steal the thunder. It's like the movie isn't about them. It's about Paul Atreides.
Yeah, but he's still better than them, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. But it just seems like they're trying to overshadow. So I guess this movie coming up, Shawnee's going to behead Paul Atreides and become the woman Kang. I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. This movie just leaves you with more quite like,
yeah,
what the hell?
Denis Villeneuve, I think he missed the mark on this one with that ending. It just, ugh.
Yeah, that was.
And again, people are trying to compare this to like Lord of the Rings also for film. Like,
yeah, you can't do
that. Nah, granted, I'm not the biggest fan of Lord of the Ring. I like the movies, but I like the first one better. I think Return of the King kind of is like, eh.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's gonna get me on the fucking shit list if people watch this. Oh my god, he's gone after the Holy Trilogy.
I like Lord of the Rings, but again, man, that length of time. They got to learn to wrap these movies up in like 90 minutes, man. Terminator, the first 1984 Terminator. I mean, that shit was wrapped up in 90 minutes. Because
it was an action movie, not an epic novel.
The Terminator 2 Judgment Day, man, that was like 2 hours and 45 fucking minutes. It's like,
I like the director's cut better for T2 because I like that extended battle in the future.
Yeah, I like that. Plus, also, I like the part where Reese comes to Sarah Connor.
Oh, yeah, when she's having, like, the fucking visions in prison. And shit.
Yeah, I did like that, man. See, that kind of drama where even though Sarah Connor is a total badass, militarized, she still has that female sense of passion.
Yeah, she's still a woman.
And you need that if you're gonna put guys and girls in movies to have romance, it needs to have that passion in it.
Yeah, and they can't do that now because women can be men and men can be women.
Yeah, that how's that working out?
Well, that's one thing I have to laugh over. They have that in the movie where the water of life, where only women can drink it. It kills men. It's like, oh, SJWs aren't going to like that one.
Oh, hey, for women's what month? Why don't men get a month, man?
Oh, I
guess that's a whole new argument.
Well, we get every month because, well, you know, history. We have the history book itself.
Not anymore, man. That Gemini AI thing, man, switched all the.
Well, it kind of broke, and they're getting sued over that.
Oh yeah, man. You got yours, now we gonna get ours.
Well,
they lost billions of dollars on that.
Yeah, they had to shut down the music.
Darn.
They had to shut down the YouTube music assist team. Yeah, there's a video on there where they're getting laid off.
Oh man, that sucks.
And again, I just gotta say this: you motherfuckers told all of us blue collar people to learn to code. How's that working out for you now, fuckers?
Maybe you guys need to learn the code, huh? We're just going to hang back, just do what we do.
Yep.
Oh man, everybody. Well, I think Mr. Skull, I think that kind of wraps it up,
Yeah,
huh? Yeah.
we ranted a lot about stuff. I'm gonna have an interesting how I'm gonna title
But I'll
this.
tell you a major spoiler alert, man. Don't go for that fucking Dune fucking soda cup and bucket. It ain't worth
we're
it.
at the Regal one. We're not at. Or we went to a Regal Cinemas. We're not at like AMC where you get
I wanted the fucking popcorn cup thing with the fucking sandworm head to it.
Yeah, it's AMC.
They want you to buy a big fucking bucket of that old popcorn.
You can only get that at AMC, and I know why you wanted it, you sick pervert.
Because it looks like a sex toy?
Yeah.
I would have had that sandworm, boy. Woo!
Buttering your own popcorn, you sick
I'd have
bastard.
buttered that fucking popcorn. Oh my God.
Well, anyway, okay, I guess we got to wrap this up. We can go on for 45 minutes here. Dune 2, it's, well, I'd say if you got the time, go see it. You won't really, if you got 3 hours to kill, I think it's worth it.
I didn't care, man. I had a good time. Got to hang out with my boy Strange Skull once again. Hit that subscribe button. Fly on over to Spaceman Reviews. Hit that subscribe button. Get either one of us over 100 subscribers so we can bring you live
And
reviews.
also check him out as Iron Patriot on BitChute.
On BitChute,
and
yes.
I'm just Strange Skull on BitChute as well. Again, I got more stuff I'm going to try and figure out to do. It's just, life's kind of hectic right now, so.
Yeah, you get my political commentary over on bitshoot.com. You get all my thoughts, movie reviews, product reviews over on YouTube. I don't really do anything political on YouTube anymore.
Well,
because
we're in an election year, so.
Oh, absolutely. You know better. You know not to do that there. But come over to BitChute, give me some subscriptions, and keep aware of what's going on, because you ain't gonna get that shit from the mainstream media.
Again, I'm not too political. I just do entertainment, and whenever I have a fucking idea, I'll do a video.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I got
quality over quantity.
I guess I do got to figure out how to do my turtle van review.
Oh, that's right. You got the NECA one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that thing looks nice too. I'm a cheap bastard. I'll probably wait till Jada comes out with the 1/24th or 1/18th scale. I can't do the NECA one, man. Oh, my wife would kill me.
Yeah, well.
And I was really never that much of a Turtles fan. Not that I don't like the Turtles. I like the Turtles. I think it was good 80s stuff.
I grew up with the Ninja Turtles, and it's the first time in my life I've had a complete turtle van.
That's awesome, man. A journey completed.
And also I got the 89 Batmobile too, so.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Brought to you by McFarlane and NECA. I'm glad that NECA really
oh yeah, they
fixed up their shit pretty good, because man, for a while that was bad.
Now it's like you're making the Christopher Lee Dracula. Please get the howling license so we can get some howling werewolves.
Please, arms don't break off.
Hey, I have all the gargoyle stuff, and I have not had one break.
You know, I got the Gill Man, and I'll tell you what, man, I am happy. I only got the black and white one because that's the only one I see in the damn stores.
Because that was a Target exclusive.
Oh.
Yep. And then I think they have a Dracula coming out that's all black and white too.
Yeah. I think I'm over the Universal Monster thing for right now.
Well, you got all your favorites pretty much, right?
The Mummy, Frankenstein,
The Wolfman.
I got the sarcophagus for the Mummy. That was well done, man. I love that Egyptian stuff, man.
Well, now they have a set coming out for Frankenstein to like put him in the chair and stuff.
Oh, I saw that. That'd be cool.
You didn't get the Bride of Frankenstein?
No, I didn't see the Bride of Frankenstein. These stores are really loose, man. For the most part, I'm just down to collecting classified GI Joes. You saw the Cobra Commander throne that I got?
Mm-hmm. I've seen that a lot on eBay and stuff.
It's 3D printed, but I tell you what, man, that thing is nice. It's really nice.
Well, anyway, you guys, thanks for watching the video, and subscribe to me, Strange Skull. Subscribe to the Spaceman. Catch you in the next one. As always, take care, guys.
See ya, Chipper. Take it easy, buddy.
Yep. See you, bud.